Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I hope that you are off to a great start to your day today. I wanted to hop on here, share a word with you real quick. That was stirring in my spirit actually. I usually choose like either worship music or a podcast to listen to as I get ready each morning. And this morning I decided I wanted to listen to a podcast, and I accidentally clicked on a title that I was trying to see the details of it to see what the message was about. And it was exactly what I needed to hear. And I love when the Father does that. The Father is so good and kind to us to give us exactly what we need in the moment that we need it, to whisper his promises into our, not just our ears, but into our heart and in our souls, reminding us of whose we are, who he is, and who he has created us to be. And so I wanted to just share real quick some thoughts that I got from this message and a scripture that came to mind this morning. And if you are someone who likes to go back and kind of read and put scripture in front of you, then Mark chapter 6, verse 31, and I'm going to read the last part of 31. Actually, I'm going to start in verse 30 just to give us some context. So Mark chapter 6, verse 30 says, "The apostles gathered around Jesus and reported to him all they had done and taught." So they gathered all around Jesus. They're spilling everything, like the news of the day. This is what we've done. This is what we've been teaching, blah, 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 blah. Verse 31 says, "Then because so many people were coming and going that they did not even have a chance to eat, he said to them, 'Come with me by yourselves to a quiet place and get some rest.'" Come with me by yourselves to a quiet place and get some rest. And then verse 32 says, "So they went away by themselves in a boat to a solitary place." Spending time with Jesus is not just about crossing something off of our to-do list. It's not just about, let me give you, Jesus, my wants and desires. Here is my grocery list. I created a grocery list this morning, meal planning list. It's not about giving God our lists and saying, here's what we want. Here's what I want, Lord. And so I'm going to give it to you, and I need you to deliver on it. It's not just about going down a, I want, I need. Meeting with Jesus has to be moments where we are intentional about just being in his presence, where we are intentional about hearing from him, where we are intentional about wanting to spend time with him. Let me tell you something. Without those moments, without the moments of spending time with him, just simply to spend time with him, to hear from him, to feel his presence, to just sit with him, without those moments, handing him our to-do list or our desire list or our want list means absolutely positively nothing. Because, and here's something that was shared in this podcast that I listened to this morning that I was like, holy moly, yes, you can't live a life so busy doing the things that Jesus did that you neglect to spend time with Jesus, because eventually you are going to become bankrupt. Eventually, you will become bankrupt because you're not running on any fuel of substance. You are running on empty. You're just going through the motions. You're doing things. You're going. A life of productivity is not necessarily a life of fulfillment. A life of productivity is not necessarily a life of fulfillment. Crossing things off the to-do list, going and being busy and having to-do list and having a structured schedule, or having, I've got to do this and I've got to have these goals met and I've got to do this and I've got to do that. There's nothing wrong with goals. There's nothing wrong with to-do lists. I said I created a grocery list this morning. There's nothing wrong with those in and of themselves. But when we resort to structuring our lives to the point where they revolve around this, where they revolve around action, I've got to keep going, I've got to keep doing, I've got to keep hustling, as a hustle is like a big word in our society now and in our culture. I've got to keep hustling. I've got to keep my head above water. I've got to reach this goal so that I can reach the next goal. So I can, if our lives become absorbed and revolving around that, we are not living a fulfilled life. We are going to eventually hit a wall because we are going to be bankrupt. We're going to be running on empty. And we can't do that. We can't risk spending our lives on a productive level, on a productivity level, without the fulfillment level. So spending time with Jesus has to be intentional and it has to be intimate. Y'all, I cannot tell you enough how much the intimate moments with the Father mean to me. It's what sets my soul on fire. Like helping you discover that intimate level relationship with the Father that you were created to live. Oh my gosh, my hands are like, they're like going. But I love this stuff. I absolutely love this stuff. Like, I'm passionate about health and fitness. I'm passionate about eco-friendly. I'm passionate about being ethical and fair trade and all those things. And I love helping people in those levels as well and discover things like that. But y'all, this is where my soul is on fire. This is my burning deep gut level passion. Helping you discover that intimate level relationship with the Father that He created and designed for you to live, that He desires for you to live. And I'm telling you, you can't reach that moment, that level of intimacy with Him without being intentional about spending time with Him. Without saying, okay, Father, I'm not going to create some structured, like I'm going to read, X amount of chapters in your word today, or I'm going to spend X amount of time in prayer today, or Father, here's my prayer list. I'm giving it to you. It can't be about that. It can't be about that. It's got to be about, Lord, I want to meet with you. I want to be with you. I want you to pour yourself into me. How do you want to meet me today, Father? And how do I need to meet with you today? Can I simply just sit at your feet? Can I simply just bask in your presence? Can I simply just be with you? We've got to desire that more than we have the desire to have our prayer lists met. Y'all, I am preaching today. Anyways, so Mark chapter 6, and I started in verse 30 and went through verse 32, excuse me. So go back and just kind of ponder on that and ask God, okay, God, as you read this, as you read where He tells the disciples, come with me by yourselves to a quiet place and get some rest. And then verse 32, so they went away by themselves in a boat to a solitary place. They did what He asked them to do. Like He was obedient, or they were obedient to what He was telling them to do. As you read that verse in that short little passage, ask God, how can I come away with you to a quiet place? Help me to desire to be with you, desire your presence more than I desire having you meet my prayer list, needs and wants and desires. Father, let me have that intimacy with you, like desire. And if you're struggling to have that desire, just ask Him. I'm telling you, He will meet you. He will meet you. If you ask Him to show up, He will show up. I promise you that. I promise you that. There's not a lot of promises that we can make, but when it comes to God and his character and his faithfulness and his goodness and his trustworthiness and his love for us, those are promises that can always be kept because he's a good God. He's a good Father. So I just release blessings over you today. I pray that you have moments of intimacy with him that totally transform your life, transform your way of thinking, transform your way of living. Like, seriously, intimacy with the Father is one of the greatest gifts that we can ever and will ever receive. So, hope this blessed you. Feel free to share. Let me know your thoughts. Like, I love to converse, and especially when it comes to things like this. So feel free to leave your comments, send me messages, prayer requests, anything. If I can be of help to you in regards to this topic today, please don't hesitate to reach out. So be blessed, and we'll chat soon. Bye.